Welcome back to another Here's Good video in Japan.
Today we're in Osaka.
In last week's video, we ate the best tempura of our lives, but this week we have something a little spicier planned. We are going around Osaka seeking out the hottest dishes that we can find.
My mouth's tingly.
We are staying by Domei Station, about a 20-minute metro ride from Dontonburi, the main tourist area. So we're jumping on a train to see what spicy food Osaka has to offer. I cannot believe how different this is than Tokyo and just how crazy Osaka is.
The people are way more casual, like they're dressed differently. The places are more like party rather than like sit down, have a drink, go home. And it's way colder.
Literally a lady just handing out hand warmers for everyone. Japan is the coolest place ever. So we have a bunch of military friends who were stationed in Okinawa, and all of them rave about this place. CoCo Ichibanya was one of their absolute go-tos, and I think it's the customization. And you can select your spice level. Everyone I've heard says that it's very spicy, and just in case it is, Alyssa got the 10 and I went with the level 8. We haven't been completely blown away by the spice quite yet, so I would be surprised if Alyssa can't handle it. And every time that I order something less spicy, I'm like, damn, I should have gotten the hotter one. You can add whatever you would like on the side. I just decided to add sausage to my tonkatsu.
I got the winter special, which is the pumpkin vegetable curry, but I did add the fried chicken katsu to it. So I got chicken katsu with the vegetable curry. I went with a level 10, and I got the regular base price. I was tempted to go smaller because the food has been like large portions, but we haven't eaten yet and it's like 2 p.m. so I'm kind of hungry. Things I absolutely love about eating in Japan. The self-serve drink service, usually it's tea or water. You can ask for hot as well and they'll just swap out for hot one. The self-serve utensils on the table, you'll have chopsticks that you can just pull out. There's napkins and wet wipes on the table, and I love that once you are ready to order, you push the bell, they come to order. They'll bring in your food and your check at the same time. Brandon rarely even notices that they bring the check. It's like they're so quick with it. If you need anything else, you just bing the binger and they'll come and give you more food or more drinks or more beer, and then they just swap out the receipt every time. And when you're ready to pay, you just go up to the front and pay. It's like so streamlined and self-service. Don't have to worry about someone asking, how is everything? How are you doing? If you need something, you just bing. It's that simple. I love it. I love dining here. I love dining here.
We've also had a ton of people ask us about the language barrier, and it has not been an issue for us at all. As long as you have Google Translate, you can kind of understand the menu. The people are so friendly. All you have to do is point and say, arigatou gozaimasu. I don't even know how to say it. Like, they all seem to think that I'm doing it right. If you smile, they will smile. That's what we always say. I feel like I've just won the lottery or something. This is one of the best looking plates of food that we've gotten in all of Japan today. And the smell, it's just so aromatic. You get the curry, there's turmeric. I guess like in Japan, they put basically everything in the kitchen sink in their curry seasoning. There's allspice, nutmeg, star anise, garlic, cumin, coriander. They just put everything in there. I'm so stoked right now.
This looks so great. I love the pumpkin here. I'm so pumped for this. And the 3 little pieces of chicken. It's perfect. It is quite large. I should have gone smaller. It smells amazing.
Oh,
Carrots. Look at the chunks of pumpkin.
maybe veg was the way to go. This looks incredible. I like the ultimate hack adding, what is that, karage on the side? This tonkatsu is absolutely heavenly. The meat is so juicy on the pork. The outside is perfectly flaky. There's like these tiny flecks that just crisp up in your mouth. The sausage adds like a nice fatty snap. That's one of the best sausages I've had traveling. All right, I'm gonna get some of that rice, some of that broth. It's so thick. First bite. I cannot explain the level of comfort food goodness that this is. The spice is permeating and it just continues to build. It's a little bit tangy, but like also just so savory. The flavors are just built up so incredibly well. Oh my God. I cannot believe that we've waited this long in Japan to eat curry. This has been on my list for such a long time. This is a moment that I'm just going to relish in. I keep thinking that everything I eat is the best thing I've ever eaten. And then I have another meal and it just compounds. And it's like, no, that is now the best thing I've ever had. This is phenomenal.
Oh my God, it's spicy. It's hot.
Like really hot? Oh, my 8 is hot. Whoa, what a unique spice.
I love this. It's like gravy curry. This is something like I've never had before. It's like Japanese curry with a twist. 10 is spicy. Well done. I'm gonna try Brandon's one. I'm just gonna get the sauce. They're different. I think mine's actually vegetarian because it was on like the full veg menu. Mine's thicker, obviously spicier. Brandon's is thinner and a little bit sweeter. Both freaking amazing, and my mouth is tingling. This is our second meal in Osaka, and both have been great with the spice. I am so pumped.
I would say that this might be the best interpretation of the level of 1 to 10 that I've ever had. The 10 is a level 10, and my 8 is incrementally less spicy.
He double checked a few times to make sure I knew how spicy it was, and then when I ate it, the kitchen staff came out and clapped for me.
Alyssa paid extra for this
I did.
bowl of fire.
110 yen extra.
Worth it. They also have tonkatsu sauce, which everything is so good that I almost entirely forgot to try.
House made too. Oh, you're doing all over it.
I mean, tonkatsu sauce might be one of my favorite Japanese condiments. I can't really explain what tonkatsu is, I don't really know, but it's a thick, like almost molasses type sauce. It has a ton of umami, it's lightly sweet, amazing, and it goes good with everything. This is a huge plate of food. Yo, yours is hot. This is a rare instance that I'm glad that I didn't get the level 10. I was perfectly happy. I was perfectly happy with my level 8 on this one.
My mouth's tingly.
This is why he gets an 8 and I get the 10. He used to be able to hang, not in his old age.
Comment below if you guys want to see Alyssa and I do a spice challenge.
We did it. 10 out of 10 out of 10. On our way out, they sell all of the stuff to make the curry.
Yeah.
They have the secret spicy in there.
If you cannot tell, that was one of our favorite meals. And it's just like a random chain curry spot. And there's even one in San Diego, so I can't wait to get home and eat that there.
Yeah.
I would say
like level 5 is probably good.
if you have any like nervousness with spice, get a 0 because like it'll probably kill you. All in all, it came to 2,500 yen, which is under $20.
Another $20 meal.
This is insane. Everyone is like, oh, how much is food there? Like, we're posting on our Instagram and all of our friends back home are asking us. It has been so affordable to find really incredible food in Japan. It's even surprised us.
Yeah, for sure. You can eat any meal, lunch or dinner, for $20. If you add drinks to it, it's like $30. And a lot of the places do all you can drink.
Yeah, that is super popular. All right,
next food. Bye.
Yeah, this next spot has been on my food bucket list for a long time. It's Ippudo Ramen. It's one of the most famous ramen spots possibly in the world, and they are world renowned on the internet for their instant noodles. So you can buy like $10 instant noodles from this place, and I have always wanted to try the real deal. This place is super cool. It's like a really modern vibe. They bring out the ramen super quick. They're working just like hyper speed back there. I decided to go with the standard spicy so I could really taste that tonkatsu broth. It comes with a little dollop of a special spicy red sauce, a chashu, and an egg with some green onions and a little bit of mushrooms as well.
I got the supreme spicy. He said spicy, spicy, spicy like 10 times, and I was like, as spicy as you can make it. I'm excited. My noodles are so good.
We have had a couple really amazing bowls of ramen in Japan, but this is like, it's phenomenal.
I am so thrilled with the spice of this.
I feel like we are biased because we know Hakata-style ramen is our favorite. No matter what, Furia, Dambo, Ichiran, or Ippudo, like those are always going to be delicious to us and going to be like what we seek out. But this is really, really good. And the spice level is great. If you're not aware, Japan isn't really known for their spice, so when you get something super spicy, it's such a nice treat for me, being such a spice lover.
This place has super thin noodles, and you can choose how al dente you would like them. The broth is really garlicky, really creamy, but somehow it manages to stay thin. The spice is perfect. Tonkatsus can sometimes be over oily, over fatty, and just a little bit too much, but this is like silky. The egg is tasty. This is honestly a perfect bowl. We forgot to film the gyoza.
The wrapper is so thin. Ooh, these are great.
This sauce is phenomenal. It's like a plum, like a fermented plum. It's a little bit spicy. It's so good. If you can't tell, we're digging this place. I also just ordered more noodles so that we can polish off our broth with some fresh noodles.
And as it is customary at Hakata-style ramen places, we have learned you have the options for kaedama. Here, the noodle refill is 120 yen, which isn't too bad.
The bottom of the bowl It's so much spicier. If you like spicy, this is the freaking place for you.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't say enough things about how much and how good that was. It was 2,700 yen, which is again like $20.
I cannot see anything because I have so much of that tonkatsu broth on my glasses that I'm practically blind. But if that was the last thing I ever see before I die, I will die happy.
Yeah. That bowl of ramen helped warm up too because it's so freaking cold in Osaka right now.
Ippudo is kind of everywhere, so if you're in Tokyo or Osaka, definitely a must eat.
Yes.
This is really into this, but I'm not seeing anything I can eat in this little forest. But we're in Dontonburi, which is the crazy main stretch of road with massive figurines of octopus and crabs. There's people everywhere. It's pretty much madness.
This is so crazy and so excessive. It's kind of like, gives me Vegas vibes. Like everything's huge and lit up and the people are happy. Everyone's eating.
There's a ton of people Instagramming their food and everything, so it does seem a little bit expensive, and we are in search for takoyaki, which we haven't had yet, but we've been told that if we just continue to walk, that it'll continue to get better and cheaper.
We actually might not get anything here because this is the most expensive area that we've been to in all of Japan. $13.50 for 6 takoyakis. We saw that in Tokyo for like 3. So we picked up some Kit Kats. We'll eat those and we'll see if we can find anything under 500 yen. So that's more our speed. Okay, this is Junk Spicy Takoyaki. They have a 6-pack of takoyaki for 650 yen, which is definitely more our price range. And they have a spicy option, so we're gonna get that. We have both had takoyaki before, not in Japan, in America. I'm not a big fan because of the texture, but I will give it a go because it is a top thing that the internet says is a must eat in Osaka. Let's get in line.
Full disclosure, takoyaki is not my favorite food in the universe. It is basically like an octopus stuffed pancake that they cook into a ball. They put bonito flake on it. We asked for ours to be spicy, so the takoyaki sauce that he added is spicy. Also, he was nice enough to give us a little mayo on the side to dip it in. I'm excited to try these though. All right, we let them cool for a little. Alyssa almost burnt her face off, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna one by mine, but there's chunks of octopus in there, and it's a little bit softer than I remember. I remember like a little crispier outside. This one's super soft. It's better than I remember. It's a lot softer. The inside is super gooey. It has a light seafood flavor. I would probably let them cool for a little while. The spice is good. It's got almost like a gochujang flavor to it. I like it. It pops, and it's like a gusher, but seafood flavored. It's not my favorite thing on earth, but when you're in Osaka, you absolutely have to try these guys. Dude, this is the craziest place. We've just gone one street and we're along this beautiful canal. It's like super chill and tranquil, and like one street away, madness.
Chaos.
It's crazy. What was that? Oh, you can only touch it one time?
Maybe you got it. I don't know how, but he got it.
Oh, it's got the cola ones in there. These are my favorite.
Cheapies. 100 yen. Where are you going? Oh my gosh, there's a whole upstairs. Wow. Arigatou gozaimasu. This is crazy. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh my god, this is the most conveyor belt sushi I've ever seen.
We have just stumbled into the craziest, biggest conveyor belt sushi place I've ever seen in my entire life. We thought it was just this one level, but we've been ushered upstairs, and there is just miles of conveyor belt with little pieces of tuna just floating all around, and this place is absolutely packed right now. So we are still stuffed from lunch today. We had the most massive Japanese curry and the spiciest food, so we decided to stop in here for drinks, and it's the perfect environment if you're tired or cold from the outside. You can come in here, warm up, grab a warm sake, and just kind of chill. You can just kind of pick and choose as you go. So, cheers.
Beer has arrived. We've ordered a few things from the menu, but we've started with the sushi.
I love how you don't even need a menu. You can just look at the plate and see how much it costs and then pluck it up, and then that's what you pay.
This is the guy, the Otoro. That's our favorite. The tuna in Japan is so superior to what we get in the States.
The fish slices are so big here. Like so much bigger than you get in America. This place literally has the most variety I've ever seen. Like, there's so many choices, and we're not even hungry.
So good. This is one of those situations where you've forgotten that you've ordered something and it arrives.
Crunchy shrimp roll. Looks like, oh, there's mayo inside. Mayo and lettuce, mayo and cabbage.
Oh, talk to me. Yes.
You're going tail first?
The tail's the best bite. Every time.
It's on a cheap plate, so we decided to try it.
It smells
Potato
like
salad with roe, maybe?
it smells like seafood salad. No idea. It's really good though. We never go very far without our pocket sauce.
Ooh, and the soy sauce, I like it.
It's incognito that way.
Again, the tamago. We have yet to have it aside from in a bento box, and it's on the $1 plate. So 100 yen tamago.
That's the 500 plate. That's the 100 plate.
That eel does look good though. I kind of feel like a little bit ashamed. Like I just went to the restroom, I was walking around looking at people's plates. We have not done enough damage.
So we did 13 plates this time, including the beer and sake, because they give you a plate for all of those. I feel like we came in here just to sit down and get away from the cold, and I feel like we nailed it. I got my sushi fix, we had a lot of beers, I had too much sake, and now it's time to go to sleep. See you tomorrow. Woo! Arigatou gozaimasu.